Hello, welcome back to my channel. Here's LadyPhilblog for you. I know most of you that are new to my channel will be wondering where's the face behind this blog, LadyPhilblog. Here I am. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. So in a few days time we'll be entering into the new year 2019. So I wanted to use this opportunity to thank God for his mercy upon my life, upon the lives of my children and my husband, and upon the lives of my subscribers. I've not counted the loss of any life of people who are around me, and for that I'm very, very grateful to God. So I will use this opportunity to say a very big thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you for being a member of this LadyPhilblog family. I pray that with the special grace of God, you people might be seeing me more often. And if you take a look at my channel, if you really stroll down, you'll find that at initially I started with sitting down, talking inspiration and the rest of it, and then when my work schedule started being a little bit tight, that was when I now started to thinking of other ways to bring in videos to my channel, just to make it not to be a sort of dormant, or to make it not to be empty or something like that. And some people have been calling me privately to tell me that they really miss my advice on my informative stroke educative videos, and I'll really say they have right if they say that they miss those kind of videos. I'll think about it, and I'll now see how I will sort of bring out time from my tight schedule, and see how I can be uploading videos this coming year. Meanwhile, I would like to say that we should all take a sort of sit down for a moment, and then take a look at our lives, and then do a sort of a deep reflection over our lives, over what happened this 2018. It's almost just a day is over, so we'll now think about what happened, how we have gained, how we have recorded so many losses, or how we have gained. And then if we or if you are one of those people who have recorded losses, then you sit down and think about it. What was it that you were doing wrong? What actually went wrong? Why is it that I couldn't make it? Is there a way I can make over? Is there a way I can sort of learn from my mistakes? And one thing we should remember is this: a failure, for you to fail doesn't mean that you are not successful. For me, what brought me to where I am today is failure. For you to fail, I see it as a success. Do you know why? Because failure is success in disguise. When you fail, you learn from your mistakes. When you learn from those failures, it will enable you to work harder. It will enable you to be able to cut expenses, to able to prevent the failure from reoccurring again. If it has to do with expenses, you cut your expenses. If it has to do with the way you relate to people, then you know how to relate to people. It has to do with your manner of approach, your communication technique, then you know how to talk to people. Then you do a kind of a study of the other opponent in order to know how to approach them, or how to talk to them, in order to sort of to flow in, to be able to come in, to be able to communicate. Because sometimes we talk to people, sometimes we communicate without knowing that we are not actually communicating. Because when you talk to people, and at the other end is not your effort, your communication is not getting any effort on them, it's not having any effect on them, then you are not communicating. That is when in communication we say you are communicating, your communication is a sort of a zero, is on zero ground. we should know how to make changes. We should know how to be we should know how to be flexible. Life is all about learning. And this learning is a continuous process. And this process goes on until someone dies. So you don't say because you went to the university or because you went to one particular institution and have your master's degree and have your doctorate degree or whatever degree at all, or whatever certificate at all you have, then you neglect the other person. No. Learning is a continual process. It stops the day somebody dies. So when you learn from your past, when you learn from your mistakes, when you learn from people around you, that is when you will make a head go in whatever you're doing. That is when you have a success in whatever you're doing. Because I know some people who learn only from books. They learn only from what their teachers told them in the class. They learn only from 1 + 1 = 2 or 2 × 2 = 4. Some lack natural intelligence. Some are pushed around by winds of changes. But remember, we all are human beings. And what makes us to grow is this, our adaptability to changes. And change is the only thing that is constant in life. That is the only thing that is always constant in life. Even our life, the life that we have is not constant. There come a time when our strength will leave us, when our legs cannot carry us to anywhere. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that for those of us who are alive up till today, I pray that we'll be alive to see 2019 and see the end of 2019. That this year that will come to an end in some days' time will not swallow us. And the new year that is coming will bring so many blessings and favors of God to us and to all our families and friends. I pray that everything that will touch will be turned into good. I pray that no misfortune will befall on us. But then you have to do your own part. You have to remove jealousy from you. You have to remove hatred from you. You have to remove backbiting from you. You have to remove greediness from you, selfishness from you. All these bad vices that comes with all the baggages of evil spirits. You have to remove all of them from you so that it will be well with you. So, whatever you find out that you are good in doing, and whatever you find out that whenever you do it, you have joy. Whenever you do it, you derive peace. Whenever you do it, you have peace of mind. There is a sort of peace. There is unity. There is that peace that comes to your soul, spirit, and your body. Please do it. If you're the type that like writing, if you have this flavor for writing, don't wait to get a contract for somebody before you start. Do it. Write. There is something they call ebook on the internet. Load it into the internet. Who knows? I might be passing by. I might be I might be surfing in the internet and I will see it. I might even download it. And then, if I like it, I will spread the good news. If you're the type that like writing stories, please go ahead. If you're the type that like consoling people, go ahead. If you're the type that like doing sports, go ahead. If you're the type that whatever you know that you're good in. As you're looking at me right now, as you're watching me right now, I know that so many people out there are authors. But they are waiting for thy kingdom come before they will start. I know so many people out there are evangelists that are waiting for a pastor to come and prophesy into their lives before they will start. So many people out there are good cooks that are waiting for people to tell them, hey, you can cook very well before they will open a restaurant or even start a little eatery, whatever they can. There are so many people who are good in packing. There are so many people who are good in clearing and forwarding. There are so many people who are good in teaching people. There are so many people who are good in learning foreign languages. My brothers and sisters, there is nobody in this world. I repeat, there is nobody in this world who doesn't have a talent. What you need to find out is, what is that talent that God hide? That talent that is hiding in you. You know why I love this God? He loves us. He loves us so much that he blessed us with everything that we needed in this life. What we just need is just for us to discover all those things. If you can discover that you go to school and learn how to do ABCD, and before you know it, you'll be standing before a camera and you'll be speaking to people without even looking at any book, or without even thinking about your pronunciations, or without even thinking about how correct or incorrect they are, then you are a genius. You don't have to be jealous about anything from somebody. We all have talents. Remove the spirit of jealousy from you. It is an evil spirit. If you know how to train children, it is also a talent. You can help parents. There are a lot of children nowadays are growing up so stubborn that they hardly listen to their parents. You can lend a helping hand to those parents whose children are stubborn. It is also a talent. If you know how to make peace, it is also a talent. If you can join an NGO. There you can talk to people. If you know how to help people who are in need, it is also a talent. There are so many talents you have to discover. There are so many things you have to discover. And when you know that you are also, you are just like a sort of, you are a genie in a bottle. There is nobody on this earth who doesn't have a talent. That person who you are admiring, and a sort of, you now are jealous of that person. You're developing hatred for that person for no reason, for no cause. This person did nothing to you. My sister, my brother, you have to stop. You need deliverance. You have to stop. Remove that from your mind. Immediately it comes, say, dear Lord Jesus, dear Spirit of God, please wipe away those thoughts from me. Immediately, you see, our God is a merciful God. He will remove it from you. So what am I trying to say? In essence, I'm trying to say that this new year that we're going to enter, please make a resolution, make a stand, and stand by it. I normally like doing, New Year videos every year, but this year, I really gave a thought about it, and I said, I really don't know if is that too important. What is important is this: someone making a decision. You don't need to hear it from somebody. You don't need to hear it from me in order for you to do it. No, you don't need that. What you need is this: making a decision and standing by it. If you're, a little bit to the light side, like me, if you look at my face now, you say that Lady Phi has added a lot of weight. I'm not, excuse me, and I'm not too proud about it anyway. So, if you're a little bit on the last side, like I'm now moving to the other side, you are what you eat. You carve yourself to what you want. You can do it. You don't envy that woman because of her trim body. If you fear that she have done this, she have done this, she have done that, oh, what is it that she wants to do again? Does she also want to open heaven? Allow her. That is her. Let her chase her goal. What about you? You can do it. Envying people will bring you no way. This new year that we're going to enter is going to be a fantastic year. It's every year that our God created is always a fantastic year. Just the Bible will say, this is the day that the Lord, we always say, is the day that the Lord has made. We should rejoice and be glad in it. And when you wake up and say, this is the day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. And when you wake up every day and keep on repeating it and keep on repeating it, then you find out that the whole year is the year that our God has made. So you are supposed to rejoice and be glad in it. Remove all traces of hatred. Remove all traces of enviness. Remove all traces of jealousy. Remove all traces of greediness. Remove all traces of frustration, depression. My mom used to tell me in those days when when we were small, we would fight over every little things among our siblings. And one day I was sitting on top of my brother in those days. I didn't know what happened. We started fighting, and I held him down. I was sitting on top of him. I told him he's not getting up until he gives me that whatever he's holding belongs to me. He's not going to get up until he gives me that. Do you know what my mom said? My mom wanted to come and separate us. My mom called him. Come and take something. I said, no, Mom, I can't come because my sister is sitting on top of me. My mom now asked me, can you please release your brother? I said, no, I'm not releasing him. He is not going anywhere. He's going to give it to me before I leave him. Do you know what my mom said? My mom said, for those of you who are able, Jim Banana Jungwe. It means if you're holding somebody down, you can't get up yourself. You're holding that person down. As you're holding that person down, so you are holding yourself down. What am I trying to say? To all those people who like gossiping, to all those people who like backbiting, to all those people who like frustrating people's, good intention. When you try to block someone, when you try to stop somebody from progressing, you are actually blocking yourself. Because that person you tell a story about this sister, or that person you tell a story about this brother, or that person you tell a story that people should be aware that you're too adventurous, that you're too inspiring, that you're too this, you're too this, you're too this, they will listen to you. And do you know what? What goes around comes around. It will backfire on you because they will be on their guard against you. Because if you can do this to your friend, what else do they need as an evidence to show that you're not supposed to be allowed anywhere around them? So what am I trying to say? May this new year turn a new chapter in our lives. May God touch the hearts of all men. May we change for good. May we be our brother's keeper. Remember, the whole 10 commandments are summarized with only 2. And what are they? We should love God. We should love our God above all things, with all our heart, with all our soul, even with all our spirit. And the second is that we should love our neighbors as we love ourselves. Then the big question is, who is your neighbor? Who is that your neighbor? Your neighbor is that black woman you hate because of the color of her skin. Your neighbor is that your neighbor who you have never stopped to say hello to or hello to. Your neighbor is that child who you make sure that your children doesn't associate with because you believe their family are of low social status. Your neighbor is that woman who you see drag her feet all the time with sorrows written over her face, and you've never tried to pay her a compliment. Don't you people know that compliment does magic on people? Sometimes it relieves people of their ease, of their pains. It eases people of their pains. I said I won't be talking so much. I've ended up in talking so much. Oh my God, no problem. I just wanted to show my face to all those who are new to my channel. Here is the face of the lady behind LadyPhilblog. Thank you all for subscribing to my channel. And please, I want you all to turn a new leaf in my channel. I want this channel to be more interactive. I want you people, maybe if you want, you can also tell me what you want me to be doing, what you like in my channel, so I will know exactly what direction I will go into. We are going into a new year, so maybe my channel can also turn a new chapter. A lot of people have been saying, they prefer my talking, my video, my educative video, my informative video, to the others videos of evils in the world, or what happened in that place or the other, that that are used to that the war will never change, all the rest of it. And I said, okay, I will think about it. So once again, this is the face behind LadyPhilblog. So if you haven't subscribed, if you're just visiting my channel for the first time today, so I will say thank you for visiting. Here is LadyPhilblog, and please don't forget to press that subscribe button over there, and don't forget to turn the alert bell. That will enable you to be notified whenever I upload a video. And subscribe. I'm wishing you all the best new year ever, this 2019. God bless you and stay blessed and healthy. Bye.